Let's go to what's good, ladies and gentlemen. So today, I'm here to basically tell you why. I'm gonna give you 4 reasons why the Nets will never win a championship. Well, I'm not gonna say never, but not this year. So I'm gonna give you 4 reasons why the Nets will not win the championship this year. Okay, as you can see, I wrote it down. I don't know if y'all can see that. I wrote it down. You know what I'm saying? So okay. So number one is team chemistry. And what I mean by team chemistry, I mean that, okay, we all know that they only played 8 or 10 games together, right? That's not enough time to gel and get to play with one another. You know what I'm saying? Even though they played against each other, they never played with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's just a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? Um, So yeah, and another thing is between those runs, when you look at teams that won the championship in the past, the Miami Heat, the Spurs, the Celtics, the Lakers, you know what I'm saying, the Mavericks, the Pistons. What did they all have in common? They had somebody that sacrificed. Nobody on this Nets team is gonna be willing to sacrifice because they're just too ignorant and ball dominant. You know what I'm saying? So team chemistry is the number one reason why they will not win a championship or probably never win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Number two is lack of depth. They don't have a good bench. They really don't. Obviously before the trade to get James Harden, which was a stupid move. I don't even know why they did it. They could have just won the championship with just Kyrie and KD, you know what I'm saying, and bolster the defense, you know what I'm saying, add a Blake Griffin, keep the pieces that they had. Now, if they had the pieces that they had that they let go, no doubt in my mind that the Nets would have been champions or heavy favorites to be a champion to win it all. But since they gave up half their roster to get up to get a broken down James Harden who played absolutely no defense, even though he had like 4 or 5 blocks, but those blocks were off of like they were not contested blocks. They were just I'm a shoot and you're not gonna see me behind you, so I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? So the lack of depth is huge. Like I said, if you look at the past champions, the Miami Heat, the Pistons, the Lakers, even the 76ers, even though they didn't win the championship, they had depth. A championship team must have depth and they don't have it. They don't. They don't. You know what I'm saying? Giannis is gonna feast in the paint all day, every day. You could put KD on him, but you know what? He's not. KD is not gonna be up to the task because again, when you give so much on offense, you have to give 50% back on defense. You know what I'm saying? So if KD goes out there and gives 80 to 70% on offense, he's gonna have to go pack. He's gonna have to run back and give probably 65% on defense. Same thing with Kyrie and James Harden. You know what I'm saying? So the lack of depth, they're going to be playing a lot of minutes. I'm not saying that they're used to playing a lot of minutes, but now there is a factor that DeAndre Jordan might play. If they have to play DeAndre Jordan, so be it, because that's their only rim protector. You know what I'm saying? So, but even with him, he's not what he used to be. So, I mean, I don't even think he was good in his prime, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. Number three reason why they'll never win a championship is ball dominant. They're too ball dominant. One ball is gonna be stuck in their hands, not moving. So that's if you do the math, that's 4 points swinging the other way. You know what I'm saying? Because 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8, and you know what I'm saying. 8 plus 8 is 16. So if you rack it up, the Bucks can actually do what the Nets did to the Lakers last night. You know, you already saw they was up like 14-5 in the first quarter. You know what I'm saying? So if the Nets think that they're gonna out, if the Nets think they're gonna shoot themselves into a win, they got another thing coming. You know what I'm saying? Because the ball's not moving. It's gonna be in Kyrie, James, and Kevin Durant's hands. And like I said before, if you look at past championships, they didn't the ball wasn't stuck on one person. LeBron James didn't have the ball 80% of the time. You know, he played actually off the ball. If you actually saw his run with Miami, you know what I'm saying? If he wasn't, dribbling the ball, he was doing something else because they had Cole and Chalmers doing the load carrying. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have no other point guard. Dinwiddie's hurt. They traded Karis LeVert, so they only got Kyrie and James Harden handling the ball. That's a big no-no. You know what I'm saying? So that's number three why they'll never win a championship. And the fourth reason, which I should have put number one, but the fourth reason why they'll never win a championship is history of failure. They have known to choke in the playoffs, whether it was the first round, second round, conference final. I mean, I think the last time they got to the Western Conference Finals was when they had Vince Carter, Jason Kidd, and Kenyon Martin. I think that's the last time they actually got that far, and they still lost. You know, they lost in the second round against the Heat. Um, they lost in the second round against the Hawks when the Hawks is pretty good. So history will repeat itself because history has shown that the Nets are just not good in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think just because you have three stars that automatically claims that you're going to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want Brooklyn to win the championship. I can't stand them. I can't stand their fan base. I can't stand them. I wish they would have freaking moved to Queens or the Bronx or something or move to Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not even a team up there. But obviously they chose Brooklyn because Brooklyn is closer to New York and you know how it is. So but we'll see. We'll see. I have the Bucks in four. I have them sweeping. I don't think. Listen, there's something about defense in the playoffs that matters. Okay, all that offense mumbo jumbo flies in the regular season. It doesn't fly in the playoffs. Like the playoffs are a different breed. Now I know all of them have success despite James Harden not obviously, having success in the playoffs. But when you're playing with a different system, when you're playing in a different system, new coaches, new teammates, like it kind of feels like it's not meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like if they would have played, let's say 10 more games or 30 more games, then okay. But they only played 8 games. That's not enough. And you see why LeBron James, the first time he lost a championship, had to go through. You know what I'm saying? So again, offense, they'll fly in the playoffs. Look who they were playing. They were playing the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum was basically dragging that team or trying to force a game 6, but it obviously ended in 5. You know what I'm saying? So you have to play defense. Have to. And I don't think they got anybody that can stop Giannis. You want to put Blake Griffin on Giannis? Good luck. You know? The only shot that they have is if they double team him. But, I think the Bucks are just on a different mission, man. I think they learned from what they did last year. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they didn't have a floor general last year. And you see how easily Miami took advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Because Giannis had to do everything. Now that they have Holiday and PJ Tucker, who's a pretty good two defender as well. He may not show it all the time, but it's there. You know what I'm saying? You got Drew Holiday, who's a pretty good defender as well. So, and then plus you got Brook Lopez. So I'm picking the Bucks in four, total sweep. It's not even close. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.